This is Karita Parks with Bowie Television at the Under Armour Performance Center, where the Baltimore Ravens are gearing up for week 1 of the regular season against the Houston Texans. They'll take them on at home at M&T Bank Stadium on Sunday. And there's a lot of excitement in the air, to the point where Coach Harbaugh had to tell his guys, just take a deep breath. But the excitement is not just because they're ready for the season to start. There's a litany of guys coming back from injury. You have Lamar Jackson, who hasn't played since last season. You also have Odell Beckham Jr., who was hurt in the Super Bowl. Rashod Bateman's returning. J.K. Dobbins is returning. And everyone's just ready to get back on the field and see what they got, but also to just prove themselves. In addition to that, all eyes have been on Todd Monken's new offense, and that will continue on Sunday. And as Odell Beckham Jr. told us, post-practice, we'll all just have to see how it plays out. And trust me, all eyes will continue to be on that. Additionally, on the defensive side of the ball, they're getting ready to see C.J. Stroud. Not a lot of tape on him as a rookie, but Roquan Smith says they plan on treating him like any other quarterback, so they're not going to be showing him any mercy whatsoever. Jadeveon Clowney also caught up with him, and he feels like this defense has a lot of potential. And he said, hopefully, we see them have the same type of season as the Philadelphia Eagles did last year on defense. There's a lot to talk about. We will all see what it looks like on Sunday. Stay tuned to Bowie Television for all your Ravens updates.
Appreciate everybody being here. Good practice. Guys came out and took care of business, so we're one step closer. Trying to take it one day at a time. Focus on our preparation. Get ready to play a very good football team. What questions do you have?
John, saw that the offensive lineman had an extended inside at the beginning. Any other adjustments just because of the extreme heat today?
We did. We had a couple things, with water breaks and things like that, and everybody did a great job. Felt good about the way they worked, and we got the day in.
John, you got a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, maybe even some anxiety. How has you as a coach channeled this all into positive energy or something?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because that's exactly what we talked about today in the team meetings. That's the excitement of the first game is there. Just like the fans are excited, players and coaches are excited. And sometimes you gotta take a deep breath. And just kind of settle yourself a little bit and take care of what's right in front of you. And today, what was right in front of us was meetings, taking care of themselves physically, and then having a good practice. Now it'll be another set of meetings, and then taking care of their bodies again. So one step at a time, one revolution at a time, and then get ready to play for Sunday.
John, how'd Mark look out there?
He looked good. He looked fine.
What's the challenge or the ease of facing a rookie quarterback? You guys obviously have a good record against rookie quarterbacks. With, there's no book on those guys in the NFL. How much do you weigh that versus big guys?
Right. It's a good question. It's not really something you do way too much because we've got to focus on what we do and their scheme and what they do. We know that C.J. Stroud is extremely talented. We know that I've watched him play a lot, obviously, and have the utmost respect for him, his ability, for their offense, for the system they run, for the players they have. They've got great skill players. They got a great run game, downhill run game. They had that last year too, in terms of run the zone scheme, fullback on the field, all those things that we're going to have to be ready for. But we're just going to have to do what we do, try to do it our best that we can, and let the chips fall.
John, obviously in week one, fans, there's a lot of new players on this team that fans are excited to see. And I know you're ready to see all these guys play, but is there anybody that you're kind of anxious to see on Sunday?
I'm anxious to see everybody. I mean, really, honestly, I'm anxious to see the team. That's the anybody I'm anxious to see is the team and all the parts of the team. They're going to be out there playing, trying to do their best. Everybody wants to play very well, very much, and we're going to try to do our best.
John, this is going to be Odell's first game in about a year and a half. Any thoughts of, or any talk about a snap count for him for his first game?
No, we haven't had that conversation. I think it's going to be part and parcel of the game plan and the personnel groups that go on the field, but he's ready to go.
Everyone doing?
Lamar, when you look at this week one, obviously getting action preseason, what are you kind of anticipating this offense is going to look like? What are you sort of eager to see how things work in live action against another team?
For one, I'm anticipating us going out there and playing against someone. Actually, first offense, we haven't been going against no one but our guys. I'm just ready to get the ball rolling right now. Hype. The guys hype. Go ahead.
What did you think of Zay's performance in the rookie talent show?
So he's explosive, quick, joystick, like I said.
I meant the singing.
The singing? Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Performing Kodak. He was nice. I thought he was Kodak a little bit.
Lamar, have you played with a receiving group like this good before in your college, high school? I know that felt like this.
Oh man, I feel like I had guys who was able to contribute to the team every year. But these guys obviously is different. Everyone brings something different to the table. So it's different. I'll say that it's different.
Lamar, the talk all offseason is, how comfortable are you going to be with Monken's offense? Now that you're ready to play regular season games, just how comfortable do you feel?
I feel very comfortable. I feel great, actually. Just the explosiveness, getting the ball out my hand faster, getting guys open. Just can't wait to see it, in the regular game, so we can actually talk about it more in depth.
Lamar, do you think this is going to be a situation where, there will be play calls in the game where it feels like he trusts you to do things that maybe you hadn't done in previous years? Is there a level of trust that you can have with the coordinator that you feel like is earned?
Absolutely. He's been showing it during practice, just trusting me, being able to make plays at the line, going against the ones, defense, stuff like that. And that's all I need. I know it's going to transition over to the game, so just going to see.
Lamar, you've had plenty of big games, but you've had quite a few big games in week one. What is it about these week one games that allow you to go out there and consistently play so well?
Just missing the game. I say, just not being out there on the field in the real game, just the physicality out there that goes on, making the fans happy. I don't know. I love every game, though, not just week one. So I don't know.
Lamar, this offseason, there was a lot of uncertainty for you. There was a lot of uncertainty for other guys in this roster. How, pleased are you how everything came together in your situation with the guys you have, the guys you're throwing to? Is this kind of your vision on how this was going to work out in the end?
I don't know. My vision is hoping to be playing in February. But just to have a great group of guys, Eric doing a great job of keeping guys here and bringing in new guys, and just building, helping our offense build, defense build. That just hats off to him, and we just gonna see when the game comes how it all play out.
Lamar, I know you mentioned before we asked you about Odell, about his speed, how it kind of jumped out at you. Is that the biggest thing that is really the big impression you've made? You've now had the whole training camp with him.
Not just his speed, but his route running is very smooth. Actually being on the same team as him, and not watching him do it on the opposing sideline, just to be on his team and him doing what Odell do is crazy.
Do you have a sense of what it means for
someone-
him to get back out there? Do you have a sense for what it means for Odell to get back out there and play a real game?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I know he's passionate about the game, and he just can't, wait to show people in the world like what he's still able to do.
Lamar, is there someone you think that's under the radar that's primed for a breakout season on this roster?
John, I'm gonna actually try to keep him under the radar. But I feel like we got a great group of guys.
Lamar, you were once C.J. Stroud making his first start. I'm curious what you remember about going into that game and making your first start here, and difficulty of that too. You guys won, so it wasn't that hard. But you played well.
We played Cincinnati my first start.
Yeah.
I remember going into the game nervous, got butterflies until actually my first snap. But like you said, we got the dub. But after the first snap, I think the nervousness went away. I was just ready to go, hit the ground running.
Lamar, a story that's been bubbling up lately is the Ravens having an all-black quarterback group. Two black quarterbacks, 2 black coaches. And it's seen as a first in the NFL. Like, for you, what do you think, how significant do you think it is for people to see that, and what does it mean to you to be a part of it?
Oh, man, it's awesome for people to see, just a new era in the league, all across the board, every level, collegiate level, NFL. And it's great for me to be a part of, first time for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar, I mean, even since before you got into the league,
being outspoken. I think I said that before, just being outspoken and, being loud in the meeting rooms. I'm like, man, it's early, you got blood flowing. I feel like that stuck out to me the most.
Lamar, it's been a while since you've been on the field. Do you, come Sunday, do you anticipate feeling any differently as you're getting ready for this game? I mean, I'm not sure if you're a guy that still gets butterflies at this point, but any other opener for you, or will there be a little different feel to it given all that's transpired since the last time you've been on the field?
I'll say I'm a little bit anxious, but Coach Harbaugh said to me, don't peak too soon. So I'm trying not to peak too soon. I was lifting earlier with Coach Scott, and I was telling him I feel like I'm ready, because I was running around and walked through earlier too. So I'm just pumped. To be honest, I'm pumped.
Why do you think you're a little more anxious?
I haven't played since December. November, one of them. It's a long time.
Early December.
Well, that's a long time. That's a long time. So I'm just pumped. I'm ready to get out there on the field.
Mark, did you ever go back and watch that play, or was it too painful for you?
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I don't like being hurt, so I definitely don't want to watch it. But I seen it. But I'm back. I feel like I'm better, 100%. I'm ready to show up.
Hey, Lamar, how would you describe the team chemistry in this group? It just seems like it's a close group. What do you think of this team chemistry and how it compares to teams you've been on before? Around here in this organization, our chemistry will always be, joint together. We're going to always be close with one another. And, this year, I feel like we're older now, so I feel like the chemistry is even better.
All right. Thank you, Lamar.
Odell, for your first game in a couple of years actually being on the field, I mean, is this going to be emotional for you? What are the emotions going into this first game?
I think so. It's like over 450 days and count. I don't know exact dates, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time in my mind. It's been a long time in reality. And I just been, we're trying to pretend like it's not here for the whole training camp and just go about it and be grateful to be back out there. But I'm excited. I don't know what emotions will be running through me. I know I'll be excited to play football again. So I'm just ready to get there, trying to take it a day at a time and, ease my way into it.
I saw your tweet kind of to that point about how excited you are for this game. How do you try to kind of keep a level head going into this game, knowing what all that's gone on for the past 2 years, getting you back to this point?
I don't know if there's a manual for it. Just one day at a time. Like Coach always talks about, one meeting at a time, one practice, one play at a time. Just trying to keep that mindset, and that'll keep me, never too high, never too low. But I can tell you this: I'm excited. I'm excited to be back on the field. It's truly a blessing. God really, gave me another opportunity to play. The Ravens gave me another opportunity to play, and I don't take it for granted.
When you did the interview with Rich Eisen, you talked about texting Harbaugh and about the operation that he runs here, and it seems like you've just been, really enjoyed the fit here since you arrived. What is it that stands out about this team, about the way he runs things since you've been here?
It's just world class. I can see it from the way meetings go and the things that we focus on and the little things that actually important in the game that you don't really like harp on and give much detail to. He goes over that, and then you see it come up in the game, and you just know exactly why he's doing it. So it's that. It's the way that they run things around here, practice, the weight room, training room. It's just world class. I was kind of blown away by coming here. You never know what to expect anywhere you go, and it's just been great. It's been a great fit. Doing my best that I can to be the very best me that I could possibly be for the guys around me, for myself, and for this team.
Odell, I don't know that you need to tell Zay anything in the way of advice, but what do you remember about way back, the first time you were out there for real after being a first-round pick and all the hype and all the preparation and everything that went into it?
I haven't told him anything yet, but I'm like, listen, you know who you are. And he's got a lot of confidence in himself. I don't really know if there's going to be much that needs to be said. Maybe I need to give him a little bump, get him hype, or tell him to calm down. Either way, I don't know how much advice I can give him because I'm going to be right there with him. As far as excitement, I feel like this is my first game. So I think we're both going to be excited, and he has every capability in the world. There's a reason he was as high as a draft pick as he was. There's a reason, people are raving about him. No pun, but there's a reason he's here. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to tell him, but I know he's going to be ready.
Do you really feel like this is kind of like your first game you just mentioned?
It really does. The whole thing feels like a reset for me. There's been a lot of like deja vu moments of little things that's happened that just kind of feels reminiscent of my rookie year in a sense. Just the feeling of the excitement that I have to play football and just a new opportunity, a new life. So I don't know what to expect, but I'm excited.
Odell, you played with some really great veteran quarterbacks, Eli and Matt. Lamar, now like 6 years into his career, what are some of the traits that you see that really show to you that, hey, here's a guy who's a veteran who's really establishing himself and has sort of veteran traits at present?
I just think anybody who has those traits is one who's followed. And we all follow Abe. We go as he goes. So every quarterback anybody's had is probably different, and he's definitely different than any other quarterback I've had. But it's the leadership comes from the smile on his face, the confidence he puts within us as far as making a throw, whether the coverage is tight coverage or whether you're wide open. It's a connection that you have, and he gives me the confidence to go out there and know that you do what you got to do and get open. I'm gonna throw you the ball, and if you didn't get open, I throw you the ball anyway. Make the play. So I don't know the exact traits, but it's just he's a leader, and we follow him. So football again.
Odell, saw you and Rashod on the sideline before practice, and he's someone who's dealt with his own challenges with injuries. Have you been able to give him any words of wisdom, and how's your relationship evolved with him?
Yeah, I give him all the wisdom in the. I talk to him though, and anytime he needs to talk about anything, I never like to put people's business out as far as that goes, but there's definitely been those conversations about how do you keep your mind right and all those things, and each person's experience is their own. So what I've gone through is never what the next person has gone through, even if we had the exact same injury. It's a different experience, different things that go on in our life, different family styles, different lives, all of those things. But I just try and encourage him to, if he ever needs help with anything, there's going to be days where I need him, there's going to be days where he needs me. And that's just like I said, that's a mentality we have in this room. So I'm always there for him, just trying to encourage him that he's capable of doing anything that he wants to do. And just to see him back out there, I know that he's excited. It's been a little rough journey for him too, so I just try and give him whatever words that I can.
Let's do one
saw
more.
you and Rashod on the sideline before practice, and he's someone who's dealt with his own challenges with injuries. Have you been able to give him any words of wisdom, and how's your relationship evolved with him?
Yeah, I give him all the wisdom in the. I talk to him though, and anytime he needs to talk about anything, I never like to put people's business out as far as that goes, but there's definitely been those conversations about how do you keep your mind right and all those things, and each person's experience is their own. So what I've gone through is never what the next person has gone through, even if we had the exact same injury. It's a different experience, different things that go on in our life, different family styles, different lives, you know, all of those things. But I just try and encourage him to, you know, if he ever needs help with anything, there's going to be days where I need him. There's going to be days where he needs me. And that's just like I said, that's the mentality we have in this room. So I'm always there for him, just trying to encourage him that he's capable of doing anything that he wants to do. And just to see him back out there, I know that he's excited. It's been a little rough journey for him too. So I just try and give him whatever words that I can.
He's a quarterback in the NFL. He's playing, so he's out there for a reason. I'm sure they have a lot of faith in him. You know, drafted very high, so got a lot of respect for him as well. But when he comes out there, treat him just like any other quarterback, prepare just like any other quarterback. So we'll be ready.
Roquan, you've had to spend all summer two-hand touch against your own guys. How anxious are you to finally be able to go and hit somebody for real?
Yeah, I'm very excited to get out there and hit somebody for real. Only a couple times against some nice studs, but they have a really good running back in 31, so got a lot of respect for him. Played against him last year, so I know he runs very hard, but I love great challenges, and I'm always up for it.
What does week 1 mean to you with the Ravens?
Week 1 means a lot to me with the Ravens. My first game of the season starting out here. Very excited about that. Opening up in M&T Bank. Ready to see the fans out there. So I'm just excited to get out there, experience the atmosphere, and bring back a dub. But we got to prepare just like any other week.
There's been so much talk, obviously, about the offense and new pieces there. Defensively, what's the expectation here, particularly coming into an off-season and so forth?
The standard is very high, and the standard is the standard. We plan to come out, be the best defense in the league, and that's going to take week in and week out, not letting complacency slide in and just doing our job each and every play. And every guy just got to do their 111. If we feel like we do that, we'll match up well against anyone.
Roquan, you mentioned facing a rookie quarterback. Have you noted over the years that these guys are coming more NFL ready, or is that not the case? Some of these guys can jump right into play right away.
Yeah, I can have a great deal of respect. He went very high, but every guy that goes high don't mean like they're just going to be a star power right away. But the guy has a lot of talent, and he can do a lot of great things with the ball. So I'm just excited to get out there, opening day versus us, and I would love to put our talents out there and show him exactly what we can do. And it'll be his coming to the league.
Ravens fans are certainly excited. You've got the taste now for what it's like to play home.
Cold and all, you can just look up, see the fans fall coming from their mouth and stuff, and just the excitement they have week in and week out for us, man, paying their hard-earned money to come out and watch us play. I have a great deal of respect for that, so we definitely have to pay them back in the utmost manner and go out and give everything that we have.
For young quarterbacks, is there things that, as far as alignment, that the defense can do that maybe can cause him to think a little bit more? Anything kind of, is there anything like that that a defense can do?
Oh, absolutely. A young quarterback, obviously, he hasn't seen as much as a veteran quarterback like a Rodgers or, like the guys that coming from that tree. So, obviously, changing the picture, making them see things post-snap is definitely going to create a house for most quarterbacks anyway. And a rookie is going to be, coming to the NFL. It's a little different speed in college. So, I think it'll be great. We're looking forward to the opportunity, and I think it's going to be great for our defense.
On the other side of the ball, Odell comes in here, he's got a lot of fanfare and excitement around him. How have you been impressed with the way that he's, similar to you, coming in, earned the respect of the locker room and just keeping on about his business since he's been here?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a great deal of respect for OB, the way he's been going about his business. I think the guys are pro, come in each and every day, bust his tail, see him out there on the field, whether that's in the film room, talking to Lamar, getting on the same page and little things like that. So I'm just excited to see those guys' connection week in and week out. Had a great day of practice today, preparing, so I'm just looking forward to seeing it week in and week out throughout the season.
How are you feeling about where
I just feel like probably one of the best around I've played with. So hopefully we're gonna just all have that year like the Eagles had last year. Everybody had multiple sack season, everybody playing well, everybody get taken care of. So that's the goal. I think we got a shot at it. We just got, like I said, come to work, keep putting days together, keep stringing days together, and go out in the game and execute the game plan. Everything should work out.
Any special emotions starting against Houston?
Nah, I just told him that. Not really. My emotions just run high, period. I'm playing the National Football League. Sunday, prime time game to me. Every game prime to me. Just being back out there, it's been a long time. I'm just looking forward to it. You don't want to start the season off 0-1, I'll tell you that. So we got to come out there and play well, play big, and try to get it going.
Jadeveon, you obviously face a rookie quarterback, CJ.
I hope he throws some. I hope he throws some. I ain't lying.
Is that something you sort of lick your chops for? And secondly, what's the challenge that he's going to face going against experienced guys?
I just feel like the challenge is going to be for us is just making sure he don't get to see what he wants to see all the time. Just give him something different to see. And try to make him ball off, get us, the guys up front, and get going. Like I said, we got a great group up front. We just need to win our matchups, one-on-ones. If they put us in a situation, I feel like anybody up front can win in one-on-one. So this should be a okay situation this year.
How many tickets would you need if the game was down there?
Oh, man, the whole hood coming, the whole hood. But not that many this week. 4 this game.
Jumped in just a tad late. I think I missed that one question before, but just in general, just how excited are you just with all the hype surrounding this roster, just to get out there? Get out there week 1 and play Texans.
Yeah, like I said about this team, man, we got no fall off anywhere in position, and I think this is a great team to be a part of. We got a chance to do great things here, and just take it one game at a time and just see where we end up at after the 17 and try to get to that playoffs and make a run. Y'all know how it go.
Thank you.
Y'all be good.
Thank you so much.
I asked Odell about your relationship, and I had to give you any words of wisdom. And he was just basically giving the sentiment that you could come to him whenever you need to. Like, what's your relationship been like?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a big bro. You know, I knew him before, he got here. But since he's been here, he's definitely been, a helping hand for me personally. We both have had similar careers, with the injuries and stuff like that. So he's definitely been a shoulder to lean on. Definitely gave me some good advice. And, he's still an incredible player, so, it's a lot to learn from him. He's been good to have him here. I definitely learned a lot from him. I knew him before we got here. He's definitely helped me out a lot personally, and I know he's definitely been a good leader for the room.
Rashod, if you could just sum up the emotions for you, that feeling of excitement after being out for so long, what does it feel like as you go into this?
I'm definitely excited. It's been a long time coming. It's been a tough road, but we're back to square one. We're healthy, and I feel really good. My teammates have been up for me. The staff has been up for me. So, I think I'm in for a good year. So we'll see.
What stands out to you most about the offense that Todd has engineered?
We're definitely just using all our weapons, in the best way that we need to. We're spreading the ball around, using the width of the field, in all areas that we can. And, it's looking good right now. So we'll see what we can do.
Rashod, I walked up late, so sorry if you addressed this, but I asked Odell about your relationship, and I had to give you any words of wisdom. And he was just basically giving the sentiment that you could come to him whenever you need to. Like, what's your relationship been like?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a big bro. I knew him before, he got here. But since he's been here, he's definitely been, a helping hand for me personally. We both have had similar careers, with the injuries and stuff like that. So he's definitely been a shoulder to lean on. Definitely gave me some good advice. And, he's still an incredible player. So, it's a lot to learn from him.